First at 4, we are tracking national breaking news unfolding this afternoon right here in southeastern Massachusetts. A Massachusetts Air National Guard member has been arrested, accused of leaking secret defense and intelligence documents on the war in Ukraine.
FBI agents in tactical gear took Jake Texera into custody outside his Dighton home.
And that's where we find Target 12 investigator Tim White, who was the first local reporter on the scene this afternoon. Tim, what's happening out there right now?
Yeah, Ted and Kim, it's still very much an active scene. We arrived here shortly after 1 o'clock, and local police tell me they were called in to block the road at about 12:30. And as you can see, the road is still blocked off here on Maple Street. Earlier today, federal agents, as you said, descended on this quiet street, Maple Street, in a home about a half mile from where I am standing. At the time, we could see what appeared to be a tactical team outside the home. I'm told federal agents searched the house, undoubtedly with a court-authorized search warrant. News helicopters captured that moment when 21-year-old Jack Douglas Texera was taken into custody. In a dramatic scene, Texera walked backwards with his hands up towards federal agents. We've learned he is the key suspect in the leak of classified U.S. documents. They were posted on multiple social media sites starting about a month ago. Attorney General Merrick Garland gave a brief update in Washington a short time ago.
Today, the Justice Department arrested Jack Douglas Texera in connection with an investigation into alleged unauthorized removal, retention, and transmission of classified national defense information. Texera is an employee of the United States Air Force National Guard. FBI agents took Texera into custody earlier this afternoon without incident.
We're back live now. As you can see down the street, there is still activity at the house about a half mile down the road. Now, national news outlets are reporting that Texera worked intelligence at the Air National Guard. He is accused of posting these classified U.S. documents on a group he hosted on the social media platform Discord. That's a platform that is often used by gamers, and that's the platform he's accused of posting those classified U.S. documents on. We reached out to the superintendent of the Dighton Rehoboth Regional School System, and he confirms for Target 12 that Texera graduated from high school here in 2020. Ted and Kim?
Tim, for viewers who aren't familiar with the geography in that part of southeastern Massachusetts, Dighton, a quiet town, only about 8,000 residents. What are neighbors telling you about this massive national law enforcement presence in their community?
Yeah, Ted, I mean, as you can imagine, for any town, but particularly one as rural as Dighton, this has caught neighbors completely off guard. This has absolutely stunned and shocked them. Something interesting, though, Ted and Kim, that we found is the neighbors that we've talked to so far claim they don't know who the Texera family is. Now, again, we're about a half mile from the scene, so we haven't talked to all the neighbors in that area, but people who have lived here for a long time say they don't know who they are. Coming up new at 5 o'clock, we're going to bring you some of the interviews we had with the neighbors here and their shock about what's going on in their quiet neighborhood.
And Tim, just quickly before we let you go, obviously a lot unfolding there in just the last couple of hours. Do you have any sense just yet what happens now with this young man?
Yeah, Kim, we do. I mean, let's just talk about the normal process here. First of all, federal agents needed probable cause, so a court-authorized search warrant to go into that house, and they also needed probable cause to take him into custody. So the process of what happens now is he's going to be processed, fingerprints taken, his picture's going to be taken, and then he will be shipped up to U.S. District Court, federal court in Boston, where he will be arraigned. The big question is, when is that going to happen? Likely, if he hasn't been arraigned at this hour, we're at 4 o'clock, it'll probably happen tomorrow morning, but we're waiting for official word on that, Kim.